Oops. I forgot to finish day 5's picture. I'm sorry. I don't know why. I just got into other stuff and I didn't finish. So I'm going to kind of work on both, maybe. I'm actually kind of frustrated. Well, I'm kind of frustrated with both pictures. Sorry about my kitty. This one I was using just pencils and probably the wrong pencils for it. It would have been better to use Prismacolors, but remember I've been drawing which pencils I use for each day, and this day's was the Polychromos. And you can see it's not too bad, but it took an awful long time to get it to that point. So I'm not sure if I should just go ahead and switch pencils to do the other side, or just keep at it, or add the markers, the alcohol markers. So I don't know. I hate to not finish something, and this is one picture I really wanted to work on. This one I drew Crayola pencils and Ohuhu's water-based markers. So that's what these are. And you can't do a ton of layers with the water-based markers, or your paper will start to... Now this is good paper. This is from Circle of Life. You can't quite do alcohol markers on it because they all bleed. You can, however, do water-based markers, but you've got to be careful how many layers. And then the Crayola's pencils are a harder pencil, and if you want to cover the streaks that you're going to get in either your alcohol or your water-based markers, probably the Crayola pencils are not the thing to put on top of it. I found that out. And so that kind of leaves me with, should I go ahead and finish it that way and just put lots of sparkle on it? You know, sparkles cover a multitude of sins, right? Or should I switch colors, switch pencils? Because I know that the softer ones, like the Artex and the Prismas and even the Colors, are going to do better at blending than the harder Crayolas. Crayolas are good in a lot of ways. They do take more patience. They're a little, for me, they're a little harder on the hand because they are a harder pencil and they're smaller. Oh, it's the same thing. Like here's a Polychromo. You can see they are a different thickness. Hey, Dawn. Maybe you can help me decide on my dilemma. I don't know how long you've been in. What? Oh, hey, Lisa. Thanks for coming in. I've been doing pretty well, keeping up with all the pictures that I decided I was going to do. I've been able to finish them in 2 days. But these two, well, this one I fell short. I don't know why I forgot to go back and finish it so it'd be ready for today, but I didn't. If y'all are still in here, maybe you can help me decide. I can either switch pencils or just keep going with the polys on this and the alcohol markers. And this one, I was just talking about the Crayolas. They're such a hard pencil. And to go over, now maybe I'm just not good at them yet, but to go over the streaks that you're going to get with the markers takes, you know, a lot of effort. Maybe I need a darker pencil. Maybe that's the answer. But, yeah, I'm not sure what I ought to do here. What is y'all's opinion? I've got to remember what colors I used on that. I think it was, I don't think it might have been the white sand. I think that's what I used on those. Polys? Okay. So I can keep working on that one. And I think this one, I'm really not too far from the end on it because I've just got to go around, just repeat this side. And I've already put a little bit of the water-based marker in here for the grays. I may go back with a slightly darker gray. And I might add a little bit of blue. Well, there'll be blue in the sky, but as reflection, and put that down here. So it really shouldn't have been a difficult, you know, long picture to do. It's just the two things I used for it, the two mediums, maybe weren't the best. But that is the whole challenge of what I was trying to do, is to see what works together and what doesn't work together. Oh yeah? Okay. Well, good. It's good to have feedback. I'm very hard on myself most of the time. And let me see. Can Leslie remember what she used? I know it was the dark indigo. I used quite a bit of, I don't think I used Indentron. The helio red, reddish. Remember that one. The cobalt blue. And there were 3 lighter colors. I don't think it was ultramarine. Oh, it was the 3 paleos, wasn't it? I don't know that I ever decided to use the sky blue. Yeah. Whew. Glad I remembered that. Probably need to stop and sharpen things. It could be what threw me off is I did an extra video yesterday or the day before, and to talk about the Artex. I'm telling y'all, I really am liking the Artex a lot. Oh, by the way, please go click the like button for me. That'll help so much. I appreciate it. Okay, what I was doing on this part was I was going around. I think I might have already done that. Yeah. I was going around the whole castle with white. And I think I actually did go all the way around. I'm seeing it down there. This part, I'm not sure about how to remedy that, but anyhow, and then I was just making the layers. Oh, the Artex? Yeah. Yeah, I needed another pencil set, but I didn't want to get the 72, but I was hearing good things about the Artex. And then when I saw that the 72, or that they were doing the 126, which is kind of an odd number, really. And it was kind of hard to get. Well, I don't know what's going on with that. Yeah, this particular picture seems to get into the ugly stage really quick. You just got to keep at it. I might have put too much white on that. You know, maybe part of my wanting to get it was that it was kind of hard to get. But like I said, I heard good things about it, good reviews, and they were like Prismas. And I really didn't know what to expect when I opened the box and started to use them. I just did a quick review, first impressions kind of thing. And I started to use them, and I thought, wow, these really do feel nice. And in fact, there was a few in there. Yeah. There was a few in there that, I mean, I did, what, like, did I do them in, yeah, look at that. There it is. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. I did just a handful of colors. And what I was noticing, and I should have like written a note down, some of them were creamier than the Prismas. I mean, Prismas are very creamy, right? But these were like, felt like butter kind of. You hear that word thrown around, but really, it's, I don't know why I started doing circles instead of lines like I was doing before. It is just one of those days, I guess. I had a lot of fatigue today, and I actually took a nap. Anyway, yeah, so they really are creamy. They feel good in my hand. This is not supposed to be a review of that. Anyway, they just felt really nice, so I'm glad I went ahead and got them. Hey, stop that. I don't know why I suddenly wanted to say a Star Wars line to my cat. guess it's one of those days. Oh yeah, the fatigue. Yeah, just had a lot of fatigue today. I kind of want to go heavier so that it doesn't take as long as it took that. But I noticed that you don't want to go too heavy with polys. Probably I'm going to have to turn this upside down and use my right hand. I remember hearing that from somebody once too. Maybe it was Lori Green. I forgot her name of her channel. Color My World. That's it. It could be she said it. Right now I'm just trying to lay down colors. You know, get an idea of where they're going to be. And we are just going to be in an ugly stage for a while. Okay, so I guess my hands are still tired from working on that other picture. I'm going to go a little further up this way. Don't give up when you're in the ugly picture stage. Even if you're a little frustrated like me right now. Hey View, how are you? Did I show y'all yet? Ah. I gotta remember what book that was in. It was the Wild Winter book. There it is. Yeah, this is the day 4. Woo! Let's see if I can zoom out. Yes, that's the Besser book. Where is my zoomy zoom? Well, I don't want to zoom. I'll just have to move it up so you can see the whole thing. Yeah. Yeah, did finish that one. Oh my goodness. It was a challenge too, but especially I was trying to do silver in the back here, and so that was a challenge. But I wanted to practice doing silver, and so I did. Yeah, I didn't see that part not colored. You can't hardly tell. Anyhow, I got the opportunity to try fur and metal and Christmas tree needles and snow and glass. So it was neat to be able to do those, try those out in this one picture. So I would say that was a success. Do y'all like it? Nice. Yay, good. There's a few things I might have done differently. You know, mainly just this whole ornament right here. I'm not really happy with that, but I might have moved the colors around, like, you know, maybe made this red and this green. I don't know, but I just did it. And a couple of the items I covered up. There's still hidden pictures, and some of them like made sense, like the candy cane and the little stocking. So I did those in there. And I used stickles on the snow. Probably I would have made the snow maybe a blue, and just so it would pop, not snow, the snowflakes, but I like it. All right, now I'll zoom you back down to where I was, more or less. Get my lights refigured. I've got all these lights around. Sometimes they're in my face. Nico! Hey, Nico! I'm so glad you're here. Yes, you hear my cat. She's, it's almost dinner time, and she starts to meow about an hour before, and it gets on my nerves really, but she's got her little internal clock, and so we just have to deal with it. I love your last coloring in forest. Trying to think of what that was. Oh, you mean Nico's? Yeah, Nico. Her stuff is always good. Okay, that's about where I want that one. View, is your name Pam? I always call you View because, you know, that's the name you put up there. It would be nice to know your actual name. Oh, my cat, her name's Marty. Marty Muffin Puffin. We call her all kinds of names, really. Some of them are too silly to say. You like View? Okay. This is what it's supposed to look like over here. It will eventually. It will eventually. I shouldn't worry because I know all y'all know what ugly picture stage is. The ugly stage. I had an ugly stage in high school. At least I thought I did at that time. Yeah. What color do you think I should do the castle? Silver, gold, green, purple. Just gray like a regular castle, or brown? Oh, thank you. Thank you. I don't know if I have a particular technique. I'm just laying down layers of 6 different pencils until it starts to kind of blend together. Wow. Try not to get you out of the frame here. This also, when you lay down the layers lightly at first, then you can mix the layers together as you go. And you want to do that with polys. And also you can see where you want the dark to go. So I might say that well, over here I wanted more dark and it get lighter just right as we get to the castle. And that way I can bring down the layer, you know. See, I'm probably going too dark too soon, just because I'm too much in a hurry. But we'll see how that goes. I'm gonna switch back to the, oh, I'm sorry, I wasn't telling you what I was using. This is dark indigo. I've got a bunch of stuff on my desk. It's hard to move the book around. Sometimes I can't even explain what technique I'm using. I just play around with something until I get what I like. But we're probably all that way. Oh yeah? Well, you might try looking on Marketplace. I don't know if you get on Facebook. But I just decided to look for polychromos one day because I had bought a set of 12 on there. Oh, sleep well, Nico. Bye-bye. And I went ahead one day and typed it again. Typed in polychromos. And up came this lady who lived about 2 hours from me. And she had a bunch of art supplies that she wanted to sell all at once. Well, I didn't need that much stuff, and some of that I don't even use. And I said, will you sell those polys for less? Because it was a whole set. It was a whole set. And I wasn't going to buy any polys because they were just too expensive. And But I saw them there, and she told me what she would take for them. I asked her if she would send them in the mail because I didn't necessarily want to drive to there. She said, no, I'm not going to put those in the mail. And I said, okay, is it okay if I come tomorrow? There was no way I could pass up that good of a deal on Polly's. And so I drove down there by myself because my sister couldn't go. My father-in-law probably wouldn't have wanted to go. My husband couldn't because he had to work. He works from home, but he couldn't just leave. And so I just went by myself. And of course, being a little bit fibromyalgic, it wore me out. But I had a nice time chatting with the lady, and she was an art teacher at an art school for a long time. And she had to move from her apartment to her mom's house. And she just wanted to get rid of everything. Well, we just, of course, I like to talk. And yeah. And she likes to talk. So we talked for a long time. I was planning on, you know, going there, getting the pencils and leaving. But as I was getting closer, I was looking at her her picture again, and I noticed that she had some alcohol markers, and I asked her about those. I said, do you still have those? Yeah. Okay. I got there, and she told me how much she wanted for those, and I said, okay, I can deal with that. But we talked for so long, she just started giving me stuff. Hey, you want some books? You want some coloring books? Do you want some acrylic paint? Here, take this oil paint. And I haven't oil painted in years. And I really wasn't super good at it in the first place, but I went ahead and took it, and she just kept giving me stuff. And I said to her, she had a picture on the wall that she had painted, and I said, oh, I just love that horse picture. It's beautiful. And she said, do you want it? Oh. And I said, but that's your picture. Don't you want to keep your picture? And she said, my mother didn't want me to put a lot of stuff on her walls. You know, she said, I've got other stuff that I'm going to keep. And I said, okay. And she had signed it, so at least I had that. I haven't contacted her in a while, really, since I got those. But what I'm saying to you is look on Facebook Marketplace and just keep a watch on it. You never know what treasures you're going to find. You just never know. I have found a lot of stuff that way. If you watch my other videos, you'll probably hear me say, oh, I got this for a good deal. I got this for a good deal. But I was very, very happy and felt, oh, please, Marty, stop. I'm going to have to pet her for a minute. Why don't you go lay down in your bed? Go lay down. Go lay down. She's an old cat, and she just, you know, she's got food out. I feel like I'm always explaining this in my videos. She's got food out all the time. And, oh, I'm getting a headache. She's got food out all the time, and she's not starving. But it sounds like she's starving because she's coming in here and saying, I don't like the dry food in my bowl. Give me the wet food. I may have to just go feed her now so she'll stop, because I don't think y'all want to hear her meowing for another hour. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, add marketplace. You just never know. Of course, you want to be careful, you know. I think I must have looked at her profile, and you know, she seemed fine. So, and when I got there, she was fine. So I think I might give the 12 set to my aunt and see how she likes polys. If I hadn't gotten these polys, I was gonna look into the videos that show you how to use just 12, because I knew I didn't want to spend so much on pencils. And I really love these pencils. And I think if a new person came along, I would say to do what you're doing, you know, buy a few at a time. Buy the 12 set and see if you like them. You know, because if you don't like them, you haven't invested too much money. I think I've got another layer to go here. And then if you like them a lot, buy them individually if you can, or just save up and get the set. Maybe not get any more budget pencils. I've got several budget pencils sets, and if I could go back in time, I probably wouldn't get them, but this part's going to be tricky right here. So yeah, I think that's probably would be my advice, is try out a small set, and if you like them, then save up or buy them a little at a time, or keep looking on Marketplace for deals. I love deals. I'm not liking how this is doing there. I may actually go in with a You're already ahead of me. Good. Then I got one free from, oh yeah? Awesome. Yeah, I knew you were already started your getting your individual ones. I do like the budgets because I don't feel I have to be too careful using them, and you know, if I run out, I'll just go to the next budget set that I have, or something like that. I've got a conversion chart of just about all the pencils I have. It's not what I did make the one for the Starjoy Gold, which I decided I think I'm going to have to give those up because they actually hurt my hand. The conversion chart I use is from Colorful Country Life. And then I started making my own using using hers, but just taking out luminance and the brute footers and just putting in the ones I have, even ink tints over here. And then on this little spot right here, I've got Artex. So I've already done these pages, and so the next pages I do, let's see, where did I end off? I ended in the pinks. So then the next ones I will take out, oh boy, yeah, I think I'll take out the Star Joys in the rest of them and put Artex there. So that's kind of neat. If y'all want, you know, I'll try to figure out how to do a file if you want this one. But just for the regular ones there on the page, no Artex or anything, you can go to My Colorful Country Life. She's got a video about it, and then you can, I think she's got a website you go to, and you can download it for free. Trying to see how I'm coming over here. It's starting to smooth out. Yeah, I do too. I've done so many of her tutorials. So many. Hey y'all, I'm gonna go feed my cat and my dogs, and I will be back in a second. Talk so much yourselves. Okay. The clowns are fed. I know, she's serious. And I looked up at the clock and it said, oh, it is 5. There are very few days that go by that she doesn't meow, starting about 3:30 to 4. When the time changed, she started meowing at 3 o'clock instead of 4 o'clock. And, you know, I just tell her, I'm not going to feed you till it's actually 5. And it took a few weeks, but their stomachs got on the correct time. But I'm kind of excited. Actually, I'm very excited that the time change will stop happening. I think there's one more to go in this spring, and then no more after that. There, you know, it's a statistical, I can't even say it. It sounds like I'm saying something else. That more wrecks happen on those days, and the time change, even the fall time change throws people off. I'm almost going to take this page out of here. I hate to take the page out, but it's starting to get on my nerves. So what about y'all? Do y'all want the time change to stop, or do you like to continue doing that every spring and fall? And which one should it stop on? If you want it to stop, should it stop with this one, or should it stop with the one in spring? Oh, you like to change? Okay. That's okay. It gets way too dark to function. Yeah. Well, I think if they stop changing it, it won't be such a drastic difference. Because if they change it in the spring, right, and we get around to the fall, right before the fall, before the fall, it starts to get dark about 7:30 ish, maybe something like that, depending on where you are in the U.S. And then when they change it fall back, then it starts getting dark at 5 or even 4:30, and that is way too dark to be at that time. So if they don't change it, then it will still get darker earlier, but not like 5 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? I can tell when I press too hard that it's like the color doesn't want to come out. Isn't that weird? Yeah. So now let's see, it'll go back to being about 7-ish, getting dark, and then they'll change the time and it'll be 8. And so we'll still have it be like it won't get dark until 8:30, 9, right in the middle of the summer. I think it'll be a good thing, actually. I really do. Especially because there'll be less wrecks. When my grandmother was growing up, they didn't have the time change. And there's a whole lot of the world that doesn't change their time. Actually, there's several states and parts of states in the United States that don't change their time at all. So probably half the year we're at the same time as our family in Indiana, and then the other half they're an hour ahead. Y'all didn't tell me what color I should do the castle before it was time for you to go. I really think I need more layers. Oh, she said blue, castle blue? Okay. Yeah. I must have missed it. Oh, you said silver? Yeah. Yeah, I was kind of leaning towards silver. I could make the walls blue and then see these little, whoops, the little pieces, you know, that goes around. I could make those silver and maybe, well, I'd probably still do the door blue. Yeah, yeah. I forgot to put the empty can of dog food in the trash. I think my big dog just reached up and got it. Well, if she wants to lick the bottom of the can, that's okay. Can't believe I've done. Why do I do that? This actually probably doesn't matter because I'm going to make that this color too. So I need to come really far, a little further over with this dark. Yeah. When our Kinsey got sick last year, or this year. This is our other dog. And I started to spoil her a whole lot more. Gave her ice cream a lot. And I said, why didn't I spoil her throughout her whole life? I mean, she was, in a way. I mean, they all get treats and get loved on. So, I mean, there's good spoiling. But I thought, why don't I spoil my dogs a little more while they're good and alive and well? Because dogs' lives are so short compared to humans. And So I thought, well, why don't I just, she had some, what did she have? I think it was shots. Was it her shots? No, it was to check on, gosh, it's been several months now. Anyway, it was a vet visit to check on, oh, it was her paw. Her paw was swollen, and we didn't know what she got into. And so after that vet visit, I took her to Dairy Queen. We went through the drive-thru, of course, and I got her an ice cream. I said, why not spoil them now instead of at the end? Wow, that is almost, sorry about that. We're almost there on this. I really think that the dark needs another layer. See if my right hand will work. See if my camera will work. Huh. Yeah, I can get a little heavier handed with my right. My right hand is my dominant hand. I want to make sure I'm still in the frame. It really needs to be darker, but I'm going to go in with this light here up next to, blend this out a little bit. Yeah, I didn't do anything there. Yeah, I really wasn't sure what to do about this part. Kind of curves up into, it's not really doing what I want it to, but yeah, that's gonna bug me if I don't fix it. Steve, what did you want to do for dinner?
Probably have leftovers.
Do we have leftovers?
I have a little bit of lasagna. I can make a burger for myself.
Okay, very good. I like leftovers. That way I don't have to cook. I don't mind cooking. I just, you know, it's not my favorite thing. I do it when I have to. There goes my cat again. I swear I fed her. She's an old kitty. Most of what I'm doing here, I haven't really tried with polys. So I'm just learning like you are. learning how they blend, learning how they layer. I'm very light-handed when it comes to coloring, and so I make everything layers, even with prisms. So it wasn't a big leap for me to do light layers of polys. I think the dog found the cat's. Yeah, it really needs another layer. It's getting there down here, but Steve, I think the dog just got the cat bowl.
Not surprising. No, it was the feeding bowl. The one she's feeding the dog food.
Uh-oh. Did you get in trouble? You did. You got in trouble. Your sister got you in trouble, didn't she? Did your sister get you in trouble? So I think we're getting out of the ugly stage. I think I just made another ugly spot. I'm sure there are many of you out there that can blend polys this way very well. Like I said, I'm just starting to use them and finding out what they're not good at. When do you want to eat?
Few minutes.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I think that looks pretty good. We are going to stop there and switch. All right, let's see now. I think I'll use the light blue that I'm using is light phthalo blue. On the walls. So this will just be a first layer. Oops. I want the tops to be silver underneath the snow. Right, it's almost like bricks. If I was Colorful Country Life or Chris Ching, I would probably make little bricks, but I don't want to do that. So I'm going to do a one layer of blue, of the light blue. Some people like to go from dark to light, and I don't have a preference. It mainly just depends on what I'm doing. I don't know if there's a rhyme or a reason. Now, why does that look like? That's odd. There's probably a rhyme or the reason why I do it, but I haven't really stopped to analyze. I suppose I can try to analyze. wonder if that should have been, oh, that's all right, we'll just make it darker. The darker blue. We can make this a blue door. Maybe I should move the camera a little bit and just try to hold my pencil properly so you can see. Occasionally I can hold my pencil properly, but I shake, and so it depends on the angle. See, this little spire right here is missing windows. Maybe it's a secret room with no windows. I don't know. Some piece I have to decide whether I'm gonna do them the blue or the silver. Okay. And I'm gonna skip to the phthalo blue. And we'll come around at the edges. And then fan out. And then it'll be darker under here. Okay, I'll just do that part, and then I'll go to jump to the helio blue reddish. Might not. And then do the same thing, but just not go out as far. And I think I'll just keep going back and forth between the three. And this is the light thing. And go back to the helio blue reddish. I might then go in with this indigo just on, probably need to sharpen it. Just a little bit. I might have to sorry about that. That was the dowel. Come in here with the dark indigo. Around the edge. Okay, I thought he wanted to eat. If I can manage to draw a line under here. Under the roof. And maybe a little bit under this one. Oh, it's going to be tricky. All right. I might go in there with the white Prismacolor. Kind of gently blend that a little bit. I don't know why, it just seemed the thing to do. Then the silver. Hold on. Alright, we'll have, I'm not going to do anything fancy with the silver, except make it dark. Oh, I don't need it to be dark right there. I really think I need to sharpen that. Oh. Make it dark, you know, on the edge. Make it dark on the edges, and then a little bit dark underneath the snow cover. And see, I've gotten blue up there. And do that here.
You know, I
Yeah.
did some backpack swaps,
Okay.
and I freed up this one, which originally belonged to you.
Okay.
So if you want to, you don't have to, but you could use it instead, because it has a better thing for water and stuff. It's not as pretty, but it's more rugged and a little bit.
I guess so. What are we using? The backpack from work?
Well, that one was kind of big and stiff. There's not a whole lot of room in it, but the one I had previously was perfect for backpacking, so I stuck my notebook and some miscellaneous stuff in it. Anyway, I swapped around.
Well, I still like that one. I mean, I bought it for me. So.
That's fine. I'm just giving you a choice.
All right. Oh, sorry about that. I'm not sure I'm really liking how that indigo is. I think I'll come in with the Helio Blue Reddish and kind of blend that out a little bit. Yeah, I'm liking that better. This is the Phthalo Blue. Just barely touch. Yeah, I think I like that better. I think I'm going to take a little bit of this indigo and barely put it on the edge here. Hey, Michael. I was just playing around with colors. Yeah. This is a better pen to cover lines. Yeah. I'm just playing. You want to play? I'm not sure about covering that. Cool. This is a different Uniball. This is Uniball DX. And for me so far, it's better than this Uniball Broad. This is Uniball DX 0.7 and this one's the Broad. Let's see. Yep, this has got a broader tip. Can you even see that? And I think so. And that's got a pointier tip, which I think is working better for me than the other one. Sparkles. We always need some sparkles. I'm going to use the, I think it's the clear Sakura Jelly Roll Stardust. And I'm just going to it might have been a bad idea, I don't know. I'm just going to make the top sparkle. The part where I put the silver, because it's just not doing anything for me. Yeah. She's just a pill. She is a pill from Blueberry Hill, that's what I say. But that is basically what I'm gonna do for that whole castle. Now I must go eat dinner. Yeah, I fed her already, but like I said before, she's an older cat. Yeah, she is very talkative, especially in the morning about 7:30. On the background, you can see over here that I've already started using, there it is, the black alcohol marker. And I'm going to do the black one almost to the edge here. And then come with a, like something that looks like dark indigo. And meet up right with that line there. And I'm wondering if I should, when I do that, come back with a either silver pen or white pen and draw a line there to make it look, you know, popped out a little bit more. I don't know. But, shh, I already fed you. How long have I been here? Yay. So, yeah, about an hour. When I'm looking at what y'all are looking at in my phone, it looks a lot better than close up. I know that doesn't make sense. See, now then I can take my white pen if it'll work. Probably I will also make more stars. I'll just take this and go dot, 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 dot. And make it look, you know, snowy. I guess that's what these are supposed to be, snow. Anyway, so that's what I'm going to do with that. And then I'll finish this out. And hopefully I can get this finished. I don't know if I can get it finished tonight. I'll get a good start on it. And then I need to go back to this snowflake, the giant snowflake. You too, Michael. Thanks for stopping by. Please give a like to my, you know, push the like button. I really appreciate it. All right. See y'all. See y'all later.